Welcome, Hensley, again, and welcome back to the series on my life as a metaphysical healer and psychic. And I have to address this topic because people ask me all the time, what's it like to know things before they happen? What's it like to know, to look at someone and know that they're ill? What's it like to touch someone and know their past? That must be so cool. And yes, I have to say, on so many levels, it is just so cool. But you have to remember, with the good comes the bad, and there are aspects of being psychic that aren't always that exciting. Not only are they not always that exciting, but sometimes they can be a little bit scary, particularly when something occurs that you know you can't do anything about. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. I recall two instances, one being in October of 2002. I was living in Ireland, and there was a nasty piece of work going on around the Washington, D.C. area, and they were known as the Beltway Sniper attacks, and over 10 people lost their lives in this, and some lunatic was driving around just randomly shooting people. A mother at a petrol pump, somebody in a car park somewhere, some random person walking down the street. There was no rhyme or reason behind it. This was just someone randomly shooting innocent people. It was very distressing at the time for the people living at home. My parents live in Virginia, so not too far away from where this was taking place. And people were actually afraid to leave their homes. One day, I get a vision as clear as day, and I know from speaking to my mother that they had been looking for a white van that someone had reported seeing. And as clear as day, I could see a blue vehicle. And I could see the back seat taken out of this vehicle and a hole cut in the side of the door. And not one person, but two people. There was a driver and a shooter. And I could see these two driving around. I could see the color of their skin. I could hear their voices. And I could see that these were the people that they were looking for. Now, how do you call home and tell your parents to give the police a call and tell them, guess what? Our daughter, who lives over in Ireland, who happens to be psychic, has just seen these two people who you're looking for in a blue vehicle, not the white one that you think you're looking for. And sometimes that can be very distressing. And I'll never forget that incident because it really brought home to me how sometimes this ability is so fantastic because I'm able to help so many people and to use it. But it's also kind of like being tapped into a spiritual internet, that sometimes information is just coming in that's just randomly happening across the world that I can't do anything about. I did call my parents the day after I had that vision and told them about what I'd seen. And my mother was very distressed because she wanted to help so badly as well, but we didn't know who to contact. And sure enough, 3 days later, it turns out that they found the exact vehicle I described. The men looked exactly the way I described them, and they were put away, but not till after 10 people had lost their lives. It made me really take a look at how delicate this gift that I have is, and that at all costs, whenever I'm able to use it to help people, that I must do that. So thanks again for being with me today, and I'll talk to you again the next time.